Okay, so welcome everyone. I'm really, really excited that you're here. I did this last year with one of my girlfriends, and we didn't have it fancy and PowerPoints and all that, but we got together and it was really special for us. Actually, Olivia joined us, so that's why she's kind of here to be big hype. But we had it was just a little quick clearing out the junk that holds us back and then filling us back up with some positive stuff for the new year. So we're going to start, I'm going to put a timer on and we're just going to 1 minute. It's not, I know it says meditation. I don't want you to get scared. We're going to do square breathing. So you're going to inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 4, exhale for 4, hold for 4. If you can't do 4 seconds, because sometimes I can't, do 3 seconds, 2 seconds, as long as there are 4 even breaths. And I'm going to set a timer for a minute. And we're just going to breathe together. And I gotta get this going. Hold on 1 second. More than I gave. Did I look out for the people? Or did I do it all for fame? All right, our minute's gonna start now. So go ahead and just start breathing. All right, so we're going to get focused. You're going to have your journal, your paper, whatever you got, pen. And these are the prompts that I want you to think about. What am I worried about? What are things that keep me up at night? What are things that I'm struggling with? Can you guys hear me okay? Okay. So what am I worried about? What am I struggling? What negative soundtrack is going on in my head? So these will be your I am statements, right? I'm not good enough. I'm not worthy. I am ugly. I am fat. I am too skinny. I am not strong enough. Like those things that get in your head. Sorry, now I have a commercial on my Spotify. Are from our patients whose real online reviews say, I was treated like a queen. Absolutely wonderful place. Oh my goodness. We always love hearing our patients say, I wouldn't hesitate to recommend to anyone. As well as
a question.
Pause. Okay, sorry.
I have a question.
Okay, hold on. I lost everyone because I'm trying to figure out my life.
Oh.
Okay, so that is what we're going to start writing down. You're going to write down all of it. It's going to be negative. It's not going to be positive stuff right now. It's going to be all the bad that you have been playing in your head over the past year. What are some things that need to be eliminated from your life? Maybe things that you obsess about, things that don't serve you. And what are you afraid of? So I'm going to leave these up. I'm going to play some music and I'm going to give you about 10 minutes just to journal. And you're just going to write, not thinking.
Extra anything so I
yes.
do it too.
Yes.
It was great, and more importantly, my care was wonderful.
Connecticut Orthopedic Institute at Midstate Medical Center. Nationally acclaimed, patient
Approved.
Connecticut Orthopedic Institute has earned national distinctions for joint replacement.
LEV.
This is Ice-T. Stone Cold.
Excuse me.
Smart. Energy savings based on
And if you have any questions or you want to throw something at me, just put it in the chat and I'm happy to answer it or help you rework something.
Say that again.
If you just have any questions or you want to put something, put it in the chat box in Zoom, Alan.
Okay.
All right, so that's about 10 minutes. So what we're gonna do now is we're going to burn, destroy, whatever it is that you want to do safely in your house.
So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna rip it
You're gonna rip it? Okay, that's fine.
because we're not really
So what we're doing is we're
Yeah,
taking
burn
those
it on
things. So
that
for
side.
me, yeah, Olivia. So for me, just like, so some of the things that I know that I want to get rid of are the feeling of not being worthy, the feeling that my weight defines me. So I wrote a lot of that kind of stuff down. So I want you to just take a second and just kind of reread what you wrote, because I want us to remember the things that we're burning. So just quickly kind of look it over.
I am not strong. Oh wait, I forgot. Like the pen. Thank you.
Hold it up. All right, so now we're gonna destroy it, burn it, whatever it is you're gonna do.
Are we gonna start a fire?
No, we're gonna try not to. We're probably gonna set off some smoke alarms. I know, put it in here.
That was hot. Please make sure we don't burn that jar. That's a good jar. Do you think we can start a fire?
Mm-mm. I'm really burning mine up, guys.
No, that's mine. Wait, is mine gone?
What's hot?
Mine's almost gone.
Let that shit go. I want this to be a symbol that all of those things that you wrote are not true. All of those things that you wrote that you feel about yourself are just things, right? All of the, I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy, I can't be successful. You know, a lot of us on here are entrepreneurs and are trying to level up our businesses. And, you know, for me, I put on there that I'm inconsistent, you know, that I start and I stop all the time. Like, burn that, let that go. You don't need to hold on to all of that shit that we wrote down, but we wrote it down because it's important for us to acknowledge
That is
that those are the thoughts that we have, right? So now the next part is the fun part. We're going to put the positive
Yeah.
that we're going to hold on to for the next year. So this, we're not going to burn. We're going to keep this. And this is going to be something that you can look back at, that you can reflect, that when you're feeling like shit or you feel those shitty thoughts come back, you're going to pull this piece of paper out. And this is going to be what you're going to reflect on. Okay. So what do you love about yourself? What is something that you just think you're so great at, right? What are the positive things? What do you want more of? What do you want to fill your time with? Like, I know I want more joyful moments with my kids. What can I learn this year? What is something that maybe I'm not good at that I need to be better at? What new doors can I open? So now you're going to take the next few minutes to just journal that stuff out. And I want you to take some of those negative statements and flip them. So some of those things that you wrote, like if it was something like, for me, I wrote, I'm inconsistent. So I want to change that. And I want to say something like, I have the ability to be consistent in my daily actions. So taking all of those things that you wrote and flipping the script. And this might be where you want a little help. So if you have something that you are like, I'm not quite sure how to change this into a positive, I'm really good at taking your negative statements and making them positive ones. So this is where, if you want to put it in the chat, I can help rework it for you. Or if you want to unmute yourself and share, you can do that too, but just take some time. And now this should feel good. This should be like filling you up with positive thoughts right now.
Welcome to Allstate, where you can save just by being you. DriveWise and the Allstate mobile app gives you personalized driving feedback, and by adding it to your policy, you can save for driving safe just by being yourself. Allstate, here, better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate. Click, call, or visit allstate.com to save today. Not everyone, everything. Savings based on driving Life is already full of surprises, but your tuition shouldn't be one of them. While education costs rise in the U.S. every year, the University of Phoenix is committed to protecting you from rising tuition costs with our tuition guarantee.
The wait is finally over. Licorice Pizza.
Watch me go. I put on your shoes, so.
In the chat.
Bradley Cooper just about steals the show. I want you to be horrified.
Trish, did you say something, babe?
Larissa has a question in the chat.
All right, hold on one second. I gotta find it now. Okay, now I see it. Okay, I am lovable, where the other thing I love those worthy. It's our love friendships. No, I love that, Larissa. That's perfect. I deserve to have love and friendships. Like that is perfect. Absolutely perfect. I put a lot of I am statements in mine.
I put a lot of I statements.
Oh, Olivia would like
in
to share hers too. So we'll give another minute and then maybe if anyone wants to unmute and share a couple of theirs, that would be really cool. You don't have to.
I would love to.
Okay. All right. Let Olivia do her little short one and then Alan, I want to hear what you have to say.
I can be strong. I
Read it
am-
louder.
I am not shameful. I can do it. Levi is not important. Eli is not important. I am amazing. You go.
Good job. Yeah. Go ahead, Alan. I want to hear yours.
You go, girl. I wrote down, I am worthy of all good things in this world. I start and finish any and all tasks that I set my mind to. I believe in myself more than anybody around me. I surround myself with people who love and adore and want nothing but the utmost best for me. I am enough for the right people. I am going to be successful. I am breaking generational curses. I deserve happiness. And I was going to finish that off with at all costs.
I love it. I
Good
love
job,
it.
Alan.
Thank you. We just doing our best.
Another tip that I want to give you guys is when you're writing affirmations, I learned to do because I am. So instead of just saying I am strong, because I am strong, I will lose the weight that I gained. Because I am consistent, I will see success in my business.
Because I believe in myself, I don't
Correct though, because I believe in myself, I will see success. So like it helps to kind of really say like not just putting it out there in the universe like I'm going to be successful. It's saying because I'm something, like because of this strong feeling, I'm all going to have these results. So I find that helpful.
Yes, I do too.
Brittany, do you have anything that you would share? You don't have to. I'm not trying to put you on the spot.
No, I can't. I just want to say I'm sorry because I didn't do like I am. I just wrote out sentences, but I'm
Girl, this
also
is for
learning that
you.
that's
Whatever works for
okay
you.
and that I don't have to like do what everyone else is doing. But I put for the first one, what I love about myself is that I always show up for everybody, and the one that people can just call to if they have a leak in their roof, if they have a leaky basement. I don't know how to fix everything, but I'll certainly try. Um, I want more of enjoying moments and being in the now and making memories. One thing I want to learn that I can do this year is saying no to people and not letting them make me feel guilty or just myself beating myself up about it. And the last one, I'm choosing to focus on the good things instead of trying to focus just on the negative things around me, about myself. I'm just focusing more on myself and focusing on my own positivity.
I'm writing that one down for me. I love that.
I love that too. That's good. Jess, you remember,
Thank
you know
you.
how we talk about boundaries and stuff and saying
Yeah.
no? Yeah, I
Mhm.
think that's definitely that's honestly a plus thing that everybody as humans we should all work on is working on our, because even saying no is a boundary, not going somewhere, not being invited somewhere is a boundary. You can't take it as, well, maybe they don't like me. No, it ain't meant for you. And yeah, I find myself in situations where I'm getting dressed and I'm out and I'm almost out the door, and then the plans get canceled. But then I find out the day after a whole bunch of scenarios that happen. And then I stop and I say, you know what? I'm happy I didn't go. I'm happy it went the way it was supposed to go, because things always work out the way they're supposed to work out for you. What's my daily affirmation? Just I say, what's the one I say all the time?
I do not chase, I
I
attract.
do not chase, I attract. What belongs to me will simply find me. You say it in the morning when you get up, and you say just before you go to sleep, say it with intention, and I guarantee you things will just start to happen for you. People find themselves that,
Nice, Lise.
you don't deserve an easy life. You do deserve an easy life. Things, life is going to have problems. That's the inevitable, but we don't have to add on to it. No, we don't. I promise you, we don't got to. I don't. Because some things you got to look at the friend and say, that's not my problem, and I don't sign on for that. That has nothing to serve me in no way, shape, or form. You're a bad person. No, you're setting a boundary. That's a boundary. I don't want to cross that. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So
Those are
if
hard.
that helps, you go on for it.
Lisa, do you have any, you want to unmute for a second? I didn't want to put you on the spot. I'm just figured everyone's kind of sharing a little. I love it.
I don't know, I'm having trouble wording some of my things with my health wise.
Okay.
Because like my blood sugars are out of control. I have a Dexcom. I haven't made an appointment yet to use in 2 months now. So I have things in my grasp. I'm just like almost like too lazy to go do it. And so
Okay.
it's in my control that I want to be healthier. I want to get, my blood sugar under control and be better with that. So I'm trying to like word that better, making better snack choices and that kind of stuff.
So maybe something like, because I care about my health, I prioritize the choices I make, or, because I prioritize my health, I make doctor's appointments and stick to them.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Trisha, what about you?
With the earbuds in. I wrote a lot of just sentences and just literally brain dumped so I can share some stuff. I love to see people win. I love to learn and will forever be a student. I see the good in others, sometimes to a fault. I have the power to change everything. I believe in myself. I will find, and then I wrote like some things that I want to do. I will find new ways to help others and serve them. I can learn to be consistent. I can learn to speak up a little bit more. And I have the ability to bring out the best in others.
That you do, my friend. Larissa, what about you? Do you want to unmute and share anything?
Let's see. Can you guys hear me at all?
Yeah,
Not
we
sure.
can hear you.
Okay. I was trying to figure out how to unmute. It's like, so I basically wrote down some of the stuff I've been working on the last couple months. It's mainly, I'm trying to do this without crying. I am loved. I am accomplished. I am worthy. I'm worthy of having a family and relationships. I didn't really write it down, but the other one I need to work on is taking on less responsibility, which would probably go back to our first thing. I am great and I'm accomplished. I'm a great dog mom. That kind of sums up what I wrote.
I love that. And you are worthy and you are loved. And that's, I love that we all shared just kind of some of the feelings that we had and that we wrote, because I think that so many of us live in shame of what our thoughts are, and we don't have to, and we don't take the time to write out. It's okay to have negative thoughts. We all have them. It's just not letting them control us. And I think taking the time right now, the holidays are over now and we're moving into this fresh start. And I don't want to look at the new year as like, it's still going to be the same you. And we always are like, new year, new you. And that's why I didn't want to make this be about that, right? It's getting clear for the new year. It's not saying that we're going to wake up on January 1st and we're going to be different people, because we're not. We're going to be the same inconsistent, people that we were the day before.
Yeah.
We might wake up and be like, yeah, today I'm going to be really great. And we might hold on to that for the week or for the month, but what are we going to do long-term? So looking at this list that we made and holding on to this, and I'm going to keep this, guys. Like, I really, truly want to look at this every day and add to it. I want to see where I fail and do better next time. I want to see where those negative thoughts come in. And like, for me, you guys know I struggle so much with the weight gain, the shame around it, and that, it defines me. And I'm going to work so hard on this upcoming year to no longer let that be my story, to know that I'm strong enough, to know that I'm worthy, to know that I'm beautiful, whether I've gained weight or lost weight, to kind of break down that shame that I have. And waking up on January 1st is not going to change that. It's going to take work. And so what you wrote down is not just a wish. These are the things that you want to, like, if I could make one suggestion, I would write these things down all the time. I would look at this and I would copy it over. And like, I have a journal that I write 10 things every single day. So I may, for this year, really drill down some of the things that I wrote and write those every single day. So I can see, just like Alan said about the affirmation, and Lisa said she does it too, saying those things every day reminds us how worthy we are. We are all so worthy of love and success. And the fact that you showed up here for this 30 minutes together to do something like this on a Sunday night shows how much you care about your life, your future. It's never too late to get it together. It's never too late to be successful at something. It's never too late to start dreaming of something big or new. So let's have a fucking kick-ass year. Let's close out this year strong. It's not too late to start. We don't need to be like everyone else and say, oh, on January 1st, we're going to start positive affirmations. Like, let's start now. Let's start tomorrow writing these positive things and putting these into the universe. So we end our year. I am such a firm believer that how you end the year is what you're going to start your year like. So I always work out on the 31st and I always work out on the 1st. And I don't know if that means anything, but to me, I end my year as strong as I want to start my year. So let's have a kick-ass week and a kick-ass year. And I thank you all so much for joining me and doing this with me.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, Alan, thank you so much. Alan was my first person that said yes, because I was at work and I was like, what if no one said yes? What if no one wanted to join me? And I had to really say, okay, I'm going to do it by myself. And if nobody wants to do it with me, that's okay. And Alan's like, I'll do it with you. And I knew Trish.
And just like, I always like, you got, as humans, I'm a very special person. If you haven't got the gist, hi. As humans, we always think of the worst, but you always have to think of the best too. Everybody does it as humans. Doing any situation, going on a date, going to the carnival, for the post office. What happens if the mail doesn't? What happens if it messes up? As humans, we think of the worst. It happens. Just like it's like positive and negative. Okay, if you're gonna think of the worst, you have to think of the best outcome too. In the best outcome, what I mean by the best, I mean the craziest best outcome you can think of. Don't think of a ceiling. Now take the ceiling off of that and take that thought as high as that could go, which is universal. Okay, people gonna look at you crazy. That's fine, because when it happens, you can walk past them like you don't know them no more. And you can be crazy. It's all right to think, because when she brought this to my attention, I said, I am for it. I love this idea. I'm gonna put a fire underneath it and I'm gonna light it myself. And I'm down for it. She said, if no one comes, I said, it's okay, because you got one friend right here, and we're gonna be jotting them down together, and we're gonna be uplifting, inspiring, empowering each other like we always do, because that's what we're here for. We uplift each other. You know, when just like Trish, just like she said, how she she likes to help with other people. That's something that she likes to do, and I like to hear it. I work in a health facility with people every day who are not feeling at their best. In some cases, they don't turn out the way they're supposed to. But you know what? Just like the old saying, when you give lemons, you make lemonade. And I told Jess in this aspect, if you could sell your lemonade in the store, would your lemonade sell? It's what you do with those lemons that really creates the person that you want to be, your best self, you know?
I love that, Alan. Well,
Can I gotta make a quick observation about myself while I was jotting stuff down. Did you know that I was even judging what I was thinking about writing down? So I'm like, oh, I have work to do.
We all do. We all do.
So I'm writing stuff down and I'm like, well, I don't want to write that because that's not, no, like I'm already like judging my own thoughts.
Prejudging what I'm writing.
I'm a hot mess.
I get those thoughts all the time, like who I think I am, sitting at 5 Michelin star restaurants and whatnot, because I'm doing this whole creator thing on Instagram, and like I've been doing a little bit. Jess has been helping me. Thank you so much, Jess. And I don't know where I probably wouldn't even be as far as I am now into it if she was not like a blueprint for me. So like I got that. There's a self-actualization thing that I wrote down for like the vision that I have for the whole thing. And only like a few people read it. It's her and another person. And when I looked at her, I was like, I'm crazy for just thinking this, right? How far this could take me. And she was like, no, you're not. And she said she loved this for me. She supports me. And I said, I'm gonna take you as far as I can because you're a blueprint. You poured into this vision. You helped me with this. So who am I not to have you with me with this journey as far as you could take me, as far as I could go with it. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Alan, when you're a big deal, we'll be doing this together in some 5-star hotel.
Girl, we're gonna be in our house coats and everything on the bed. I'm here for it.
Me too. All right, guys. I hope you all have a happy and healthy new year. I know I'll keep talking to most of you, but I love you all. Thank you guys for coming and joining me. Have a really good night. Happy New Year.
Bye.
Bye, Alan. Bye, Trisha.
Bye.